All right, this video is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna give you some advice that I've learned. All right, let me start back. I bought this tractor pretty cheap. I say it wasn't real cheap, but it was pretty cheap. I brought it, drove it on the trailer, basically went ready to work with it at $2,200. Yeah, I like you see it, but close. It had a mangled up grill. I say it wasn't mangled up. It was just missing the bottom, and the bar grill was gone. It had a piece of grill grate welded in. But I'm gonna do an update video later, show what I did with that. I think it's gonna come out looking really nice and sporty looking. So that's later. I'm just a different video. I brought this track $2,200. Everyone you see 4, 5, 6, 7. I've seen $8,000. There's one local now sell for $13,000 and some dollars, but it has a loader on it, the one-arm side loader. But anyway, they're really expensive. I'm a fairly young guy. I ain't had that kind of money spending one, so I brought a $2,200 one. All right. So I didn't get every little bell and whistle with the tractor when I brought it. $2,200. The engine, I have not did anything with the engine. It had one little valve cover leak, and I retorqued the head. But other than that, ain't touched the engine. The engine runs flawless. No oil leaks, no antifreeze leaks. I mean, I got a new oil pan gasket I'm gonna put on it. It's a little bit wet there, but I'm gonna paint this, and I'm trying to collect all the stuff for it. My advice is, don't go and jump on the first thing you see, because that's what you see that's available in front of you. You need to figure out what you want to do, what you want to get for this, and take your time and shop. Now, your two main sources that I have for shopping for these parts is not Amazon and eBay and Birch Store and the places that you see in Google. I bought a lot of this stuff from private people that just didn't got it piled up somewhere in the building or whatnot. Anyway, all right. Some of this stuff on the purchase is hard to find. Some of it ain't. Some of it's expensive, and I got it fairly cheap. Okay. Anybody's familiar? This don't supposed to be on this track. This is a 59 model. It doesn't supposed to be on it. But the guy had it, and I said, I'll take it and put it on there. It's not. I know people think, why you want that on there? My PTO shaft's not gonna be in here because I run an overrun adapter, and it's gonna stick out past this. I'm not gonna have that problem inside of here. I'm not gonna have that problem. Mine's gonna be stuck out, protruded out here, the outside of it. All right. So you might say anything, why you want that on there? He had it, and I know how hard they are to find. I think I give him, this is his price, like 20 bucks for that. I don't know. I hadn't looked the online prices on it, but I know how rare those are, because those was only on the last year models. So, you know how it got to be kind of rare because it was only on the last year models. Battery box. Battery boxes are expensive. When I mean expensive, you buy a new one, it is $200 for a new battery box. And it's only 3 pieces here. The top, 2 side covers. That's all you get. I didn't care about the paint. As long as it won't, it's got a little smidge of rust in the corner. Mine was done. I didn't have my one piece of it, and it was done. It wasn't but the little bottom piece, a little skim left of it. But I paid I bought a big bulk of stuff for it from him. So, and the price was $300. He's $350. I walked away with it for $300 with a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I think his price was like $20 or $25 for this battery box. I'm painting the tractor anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna sand this down. I'm gonna paint it, clear coat it. It's gonna look nice and pretty, like a new one. Next thing, I'm painting the tractor so the pretty red one that the store sells does not matter to me, because I have a nice pretty red piece of metal over here that I'm gonna repaint, because I guarantee you the paint shade's not gonna match what I got. All right, that's two things I picked up today. Store, the box is $200 new, one in the store, and I'm probably I still had to repaint that, because unless they use the exact same paint that brand that I'm using, the shade's not gonna match. All right, next thing. All right, next thing. These drawbars. I picked these drawbars up today. I paid $75 for both of them. I had a Cub drawbar, but then I had one for the A or through the 140. All right, everyone I've seen these 100, 150. I've seen them up to $200 for a drawbar. Don't jump on the first one you see. Shop around. They're out there. You got to shop around. That's the original bumper. Got one little like chain dent in it, but you're not gonna see it from the front. All right, $100. Get a brand new one. You can get a brand new one for $200. Yes, $100. I got to paint. I'm painting the tractor anyway. I'm gonna paint that with the tractor. Even if I bought a new bumper, I'm gonna paint the new bumper, because I'm sure that I'm guarantee you that the paint shade is not gonna match. Even if it's pretty close to the same age, paint shade, hardener, etc., it's not gonna match it painted anyway. All right, that's something else I done picked up recently. I'm walking in this other room. So that's all was left in my panel. A little piece was all left in my battery panel. Another rare item that's hard to find for a 140. Front wheel weights. Online, these usually sell about $200 a set. Online. All right. I got this for $100, both weights. The tractor came with one on the left. But what I'm gonna do, Ben, is never no weight on the right, and nobody's gonna sell me one weight, so I had to buy a set of them. So I'm gonna bolt both of these on the right tire where there's no weight. I'm gonna put one of them on the inside and one on the outside. That's my plan anyway. Hopefully that'll work out. All right, next thing, I got a piece of gold laying over here on the shelf. I'm gonna show that last. Helper spring. I paid $75 for the helper spring completely. One thing I didn't get was the pin. $75. Online they're $200. Shop around. All right. See, what was the next thing I picked up today? All right. A lot of people probably don't know what this even is. Yes, mine's a 1959. It really didn't supposed to have that on there. It don't supposed to have this on there. But I drive mine on the highway very much. And he had one there, and I asked him what it was. And he went around and showed me what it was. I said, I want it. This goes on the rear. Kind of putting some more modern touch, on the older tractor. Really, is what I'm doing. The later 140s had all this stuff, like the PTO shield, this light bracket, and these fender light brackets that I'm going to show you next that I picked up. But anyway, they go right here in these three holes, and they got a bend in to go over your bar, and you put your slow moving sign there. Pretty hard item to find too. He had 3 or 4 of these. I think I give him $20 for this. It's pretty hard to find because it was only on the last year's of them. All right, another little rare item. Now, this has a few little rust holes in it, in the bottom. This toolbox. I'm only gonna keep my adjustment wrench in here. I'm gonna clean it up. I may try to fix a few of these little holes, but I'm not worried about them holes because I'm not gonna put nothing small in them. I'm mainly my adjustment wrench and a few. These are the wrenches I usually keep on the tractor. This is usually what I keep on the tractor. 1/2 inch, a flat screwdriver, 5/8, along with my trusty adjustment wrench. So them little pinholes ain't gonna matter. Unless somebody looks at it with a magnifying glass, you're not gonna see them anyway. $10 for that. All right. What's the other thing I picked up? I saved the golden goose I got today for last. I think that's what yeah, I got the weights, the bracket, battery box. Yeah, all right. I have not seen a set of these for sale anywhere. All right. Technically, they don't supposed to be on this tractor. Technically. They do not supposed to be on there. But they only came on the later years. I drive this tractor on the highway, state highway, right much running around here local when I'm doing my deer food plots and stuff like that in the spring and early summer. And when I'm bush hogging hunting paths, I'm running this around a lot. And working on paths and stuff, I'm running this tractor on the highway a lot. So I'm gonna I wanted a set of caution lights on each side, and the slow moving side is kind of an extra added bonus type deal. But I can't couldn't put a price on these. He wanted $100 for both brackets. That's both fenders. You go right here, just like that. Yeah, they go just like that. One on each side. He wanted $100 for these. I didn't quite pay $100. Paid $75. I mean, it's just 2 pieces of metal. But without jerry rigging a bunch of Bob the Builder stuff on the tractor, it's gonna make it my nice new paint job look funky. I'm gonna brought the ones that's supposed to be on it. But I have not yet. I found on the other light, it had a IH symbol on it, but I have not seen an IH symbol on this, but it's a factory part. It came off an industrial 140 he has, a newer one. He has an industrial 140 with the full canopy over it, with the hydraulic tilt, sickle bar and all that on it. He has some pretty neat stuff. But anyway, $75 for these. I couldn't put a price on these. I have not seen a set nowhere for sale. These are on the last year model ones. All right. Advice. Do not jump on the first thing you see because it's in front of you. And you can go get it. Shop around, take your time. Try not to mess with the people that's got the attitude of, I know what I got. Because I turned down a whole lot of that stuff. Where's the toolbar? This is some of the stuff that's been cleaned up, ready to be painted. All right, I picked these I had a mismatched set of toolbars. All right. I had a mismatched set of these toolbars. All right. I messaged a guy that was local to me and asked him about one toolbar because I had a mismatch. Well, he wanted $300 for one toolbar. Well, 15 minutes from my house, but I got both toolbars for $150 with the bolts and the clamps and all for $150. Shop around. Don't jump on the first thing you see. The stuff is out there. You just got to take your time and find it, and you might have to take a little road trip. Me and my wife, we love road trips. But try not to fool them guys too much, and don't just get up one day and be like, hey, put my tractor together this weekend. No, this takes when you got a bunch of stuff to collect, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Like a lot of that stuff, the bumper and and them bars and pieces of this and that. Parts, headlight switch, and headlights. I picked up some of them. I got all 3 lights with the brackets for $50. And these are originals off a tractor. Paint don't care because I'm cleaning it all up and painting it all anyway. Just some other stuff. These are that's the aftermarket grill emblem there. But the new one is plastic. This one's metal, so it don't matter too much on that. But it's like these emblems. These emblems. Let's see here. These emblems are crazily priced. These are ready to be painted. These emblems, I see a set of them online for $249 or $299. I was missing one. Well, I brought an entire hood assembly that had my bottom that I was missing and my bar grill that goes out front. And the one of these I was missing on it for $100 off Craigslist. So shop around. This stuff is out there. You don't have to pay the top shelf price. You just take your time, plan way ahead. When you know you're gonna do the project, start collecting. When you make your mind up, say, I'm gonna do this tractor project. I'm gonna tear it down and I'm gonna redo it. Don't jump right in it. Take your time and gather your stuff up. Don't because you it's may call it nickel and diming it, but it is whatever you want to call it. The stuff is out there. You ain't got to pay the prices in front of you. You shop around and you'll find it. It's out there. It's out there fairly cheap. If I don't have a belly planner, I just can't see I ain't gonna invest that kind of quick hitch. And a lot of these guys with these quick hitches, they want $1,200-$1,500 for a quick hitch, and that's only half of my cost. Because after I buy the quick hitch, I either got to get an adapter to 3-point or turn around and buy all 1-point implements because I don't have no 1-point implements. Now I couldn't afford to buy a tractor with the quick hitch on it with 10 implements. That's $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 one of those. I couldn't afford that. I'm not making no money with this as a hobby. Something I enjoy doing, like people do with motorcycles and campers and horses and stuff. But anyway, I'll give you that advice. Don't jump on the first thing you see. You shop around. I'll show you some of the stuff I picked up. Fairly cheaper than stuff that you see online. I had to drive a little bit to get it. Anyhow, James Moore Farmall. Thanks for watching.